Good evening, folks. It's 21:33 on the 4th month, 23rd day, 2025. And it's Rob D coming to you out of Liverpool, England, and I got to say, wet. It's going to be very, very wet. And this weekend here is it's a washout for quite a few people in the coastal areas of New South Wales. And some very, very heavy totals I'm actually expecting. I think this is an underestimation. This area here about where I'm circling that hand around at, going to get highly electrical. I don't expect to see a bunch of scrolling from me today because the hand is just too much. It's just really, really a lot of pain involved in this injury I have. And it's just over till Monday I'm looking at here. You know, this is like midday Monday. All your totals between here and there, it's quite a lot. Yep. And a lot of soggy bodies, and it's showing you get a second event up here. Yeah, coming as it's moved north. So I'm going to show you now a bit of what your action is. What's to be expected. New Zealand, yeah, you got what's common, and see you can see even there by the penis insula, you're well into the 15 centimeter range. Well in it. And that's going to be a big event too, coming down from the old Vanuatu, New Caledonia pipeline. So I'm going to let this roll with a little fanfare as possible. Like I said, I'm just in a lot of pain. I've been doing way too much microscoping today. Oops, yeah, let's just put that up instead of the forecast. And now you have to listen to me because there's going to be a lot of me disagreeing with what you're seeing here. But it's the closest graphic to what I can get going on. You see that low down there in the bite? And it's going to dissolve into the center of the country with most of its moisture, and that's going to be slung across the country. It's just going to hang out a bit. And this is about the time you're going to get quite a bit of action along this coastline. So watch yourself out there next to the coast. You don't want to get caught out rogue waves or anything like that. It's going to get quite nasty. Yeah, I see that there along that area there. So you're going to pick up big tolls real quick in some of these salts. So you're going to have to be quite alert and watching your radar today, which is already starting to kick off some stuff. So you're gonna have to be vigilant. I can only do so much for you guys. Yep, that's how it is. And I'm going to roll through this yet. Very, very electrical. Don't forget with that solar storm, it added a lot of the electrojet link between the sun and the earth added a lot of electrical potential to the upper atmosphere. So we can draw lightning strikes and electricity from thousands of miles around. Yeah, these are going to be some really heavy cells. I'm expecting tornadic activity there, Ruchi, and along that coast, Clown Town. Yeah. That is ain't a fun day to be Sunshine Coast, that's for sure. Won't want me down there at the shelter in Burley drumming down. That's going to be the no-go zone. And right now we're looking at about, we'll be nearly proper into your Friday. We're going in right now, it'll be about maybe midnight, over the midnight hours tomorrow night. Well, this is, because you're already in your Thursday. Very, really nasty cells going to the Glasshouse Mountain area. You gotta watch yourself down there. My hairy friends get the warning now. If we don't look out for the Yowie, maybe they're gonna stomp this one day. I think we ought to come. Now they're great healers. If you don't believe in that kind of stuff, well, it's okay with me. You probably believe in an invisible man. I don't. It's all good by me. Yes. Boy, it's going to be a lightning show out at sea, that's for sure. Yeah, you guys, it's a hell of a nice night. About 36 to 48 hours coming to you guys over in this area here. Hinterland. Sausage. Hinterland. Beers in hand. All right. Oh, I told you it was slinging this moisture inland. I've been expecting to see the inland creeper, and there it is. So we'll back up now so you can watch it come in. Because that's how that was going to go. Pressure set so. Yeah, the way pressure is locked high down low under your country right now, there ain't a chance of a lot of stuff gutting across until it gets into the old Tasmaniacal Sea. Now I'm not even looking over Goldie. I done showed you guys. So it's nearly time for me to bring Tassie into the picture. So let me back up a bit. I can use the arrows back and forth pretty well. In case you don't know, I got both knuckles broken on my right hand. It's been raising up. And there she goes with the lightning show. Boy, when that mixes with that desert silicas out there, oh, it's going to kick off. Absolutely kick off. I don't even have a still image other than that. I went and pulled some off a website so you can view them. See, as it crept across, it's really going to get electrical, guys, going across here. So watch your travels across country. If you're planning on taking that double road, double check. Double check. See that there? As it kicks off in a line all the way over toward Keskak. Yeah, Keskak. Yeah, I'm watching the Camp Barrett show. Why ain't you just going to be sitting tight? Can't dash the Bruce. Oh, that's going to be quite a lightning show there, all the way from across through Sydney. Very, very, very cautious on Saturday. And this is even the nighttime hours. It's not good at all. I don't like seeing that. Very, very electrical. What are we packing in this one? How much every hour? Over a centimeter an hour, that's so. Well, you don't want that parking over there for 15 minutes in some of them hilly areas. You'll be raw over there like Scooby-Doo. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh trying to pull the mask off the politician giving a speech. I haven't dreamed. Clarence Town. It's coming down this weekend. Clarence Town. Clarence, you listen to me, Clarence. Clarence, it's coming down to the top. Raymond Terrace. Fucking hell, man. That's just what I was worried about the other day. Because the pressures were perfect. Boy, when that thing goes out of the seas, it's going to kick off. Now I got to go over. Now it's time to go talk to New Zealand here. Yeah, you're going to stay electrical till they cut that tendril there, Sydney. As you can say, about 3 or 4 days of action just signing off. But that there from Saturday through into Monday is really, you're going to watch yourself. Flash floods, very heavy lightning, sudden downbursts of wind, and until this low gets about 100 miles out to sea. Because out of EMS got trapped in the bight, which I'm not going to go into, and I got to back up again. Isn't it fun to be me? Hi, Portville, how you doing? Do we say Bulavanaka to you? Is that only just for Fiji? Baba, I just say hello, how you doing? Yeah, since some fair totals coming down here off this tip, it looks like something there is a... yeah, that's a big tendril there. I'm going to have to watch where that big burp goes. Yeah, I'll have to watch where these actual clouds of stuff. You can keep an eye on them here pretty well. Pick out the satellite and just go low. Where is it? It's over here. Hey, so we'll be watching. That one should actually, with this EMF line, that should probably go over there and visit you over there in Fiji. I don't see that being much of a problem in New Zealand. Your pipeline's coming straight down with that line right there. And if I could use my map, I'll show you the line. I just can't use the pen, but I'll just do a real quick drawing with the mouse. Not today. Wait, isn't that it? No, it ain't doing it. Okay, I'll have to restart my computer later, so that particular thing is not going on. There's a lane. It's coming down in the ocean. You can see where the clouds on that side and that side are acting different. It's a blown out haze. There's a blown out haze here. You have a ship here. Or it's Bird Pine Island, actually, most likely. Yeah, you got some Yeah, getting fried. Straight style, straight style. Look at all the bombs here. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chemtrail, chembomb, chembomb. Count Chemula. You can go out and count the chembomb plumes. Hey, we're all streetwise, man. We grew up on Sesame Street. Can you tell me how to get rid of all the chem floating over my street? Like an evil witch face, the Pope takes the last ride. Taking his way to hell. I think the people that help the Nazis sometimes deserve what they get when they die. Mounting Stewart. Poor Stewart. I'm sure he was thrilled with that name when he went to school. Can't buy much. And this is the best tour I'm going to give for you. I just wanted to see this road over here near Dingus. Dingus the Dingo. Don't play cards over here, man. They're going to bluff. But you never know we're going to do it. Now, I want to see some of your totals. These conditions that are feeding down in here through this Gimpy corridor is what's going to make your storms. That's why I went there. So to taking some of that and bringing it down. Taking some of that and bringing it in. And some of the bliss. And you got yourself a wet weekend. Super moist. How you doing, New Zealand? Let's have a look. I have one other way I can look at you guys. That I have below the screen. So I can say, how you doing, New Zealand? Let's have a look. Yeah, this is an image I pulled up from one of my special things. But you'll see a dot maybe on your screen. I don't know. And it's just to the left of a big chem bomb formation that's doing like one of those. It's like it's pointing at another chem bomb formation. You know, these ain't sperm on a tray on a microscope here. This is a big, vast amount of area covered with the chemtrails here that are going to be influencing this storm. And again, I don't want to totally give this one away. And this is this massive chem that's down here in the bite. It's going to cause the coffin steins to appear. If anybody got a petri dish and can swab a surface that you put outside that was already clean when you put it there, plate something, and grow a culture over what's in this fallout, that would be great. And let's hope there's nothing. All right, let's try to manifest that. But I'm getting a bit upset because there's definitely stuff in there that's just not mushroom spores. I do see mushroom spores, which I'm happy because they should be in the air. It's springtime here. But man, something that's looking a bit pneumocircle. You know, they got those lines and they form chains, and it doesn't look like fungus demongus. Yeah, we're gonna have to find out ourselves. That's a beam. There's an arc beam. If I turned on mimic, I'd see it, but I'm not gonna. Like I said, I can only do just so much with my hand right now. Big bomb right there. So what I'm going to do now is shut a few of these there. 3, 4, and hello you, infrared imagery. There's some of this stuff here, because I've been watching quite closely actually, this stuff off the coast of Port Vila. This is the last 6 hours. I'll let it run. So I could determine that was going to Fiji. There's a fair wall of EMF right here that's going to hold the totals down in Port Vila. Down this way will be a bit different. You see this bomb that's been deployed right here? The chem has been in this strait between, I don't know, East Angel and up in Poinger. The Poinger. Up your Poinger. Boom, 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 boom. You got a ship out there steaming it up. You're doing some cloud brightening research there, Mr. Membrane with the thick skull that can't understand it. Blocking sunlight is bad for other life forms, including our own. So you stop it with such bad thoughts. Those are bad thoughts. Very bad thoughts. My God, look at all the chem. Isn't that disgusting? If you don't think that's disgusting, just go away. Just don't even talk. So we was over here on the 28th. Yeah, I'm going to take you a little long term. I'm just going to take you right to the meat and potatoes. Hey, New Zealand. Batten down the hatches, get ready, penis insult. Get your arcs ready. You're going to have quite a fucking belly washing coming down. Yep. Yeah, get it ready. Tree's gonna be swayed. A lot of old growth forest up there that I hope survives this. And animals. I hope they're not gonna be like shooting something like, "Hi, koala bear, welcome to Australia. Let's put something around the outside of this tree, like so you can't get up there and eat the eucalyptus because some people are cunts." Isn't there a green party, or does that stand for making no more green happen? And the only green happen is the almighty buck. Oh, wait a minute. People are bailing that now, too. What a year. But hey, Katy Perry's an astronaut. Hell, I'm an Olympic swimmer, I guess, because I fucking toilet fucking splashed my ass yesterday. Come on. Look at the storms here. The relentlessness of how they've been hitting Collingwood and Takaka over there in New Zealand. And yeah, I see you, Connor Melbourne over here. I forgot about you. Right? Yeah, that's just a whole nother day. But can we get closer to it, then let me do it. I just need to give New Zealand plenty of time to get ready. I'd like them to have at least 4 or 5 days. So their news might say something, or somebody might say I'm a fizzler or something. I don't know. All I know is, here, that's why I summarize. Hi, have some winter time. Winter time, snowflakes falling down. Arthur's Pass. It's gonna be hard to pass. Yeah, the Balrog. My goodness gracious. My storm's gonna get well organized when it leaves. Right about that same time. Hi, welcome back up to the coast over here, Cockington's Harbor. Yep. In like a lion, out like a lamb, with a bunch of liars selling the scam. Climate change is a lie. Philanthropists blocking the sun, altering the climate, is quite real. And if we want to call them they, or I would like to use the word the man, so when they say man-made, at least they're not a total fucking liars. How many ways can you say scumbag? You know, all I have to do is look at chemtrails and look at each one of them, and I have an expletive, and my Tourette's has come. It's just not nice to see steaming towards you there in New Zealand. It spit a big belt. I expect this to go south. It takes all that moisture and it's going to sling it at your asses, and it's coming your way, and you better fucking get ready, because I ain't always here. My hand lately is just not cooperating. But if this is good enough for y'all, that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I wanted to say. That's just what I don't want you to see, but you have to see it because it's fucking horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Isn't this disgusting? And while in all fairness, with the stuff I was seeing in the rain, if I go over here and I'll show you, if I had a camera on right now, it'd show you Petri dish. And I'll go to my wall here for a second. Hey, bear with me. Hey, it says Rub D is like, oh, what the hell is this shit? Okay, I see where this is going. I did some sky samplings, okay, where I grew some Petri dishes. And this shows me with the slides, but this is the fastest one.
Petri dish here. The sky dust. I'm going to scope it soon. Ma'am, this is that Petri dish here. The sky dust. I'm going to scope it soon.
Okay, this is our sky dust. This is what I'm picking up. And this isn't all mushroom spores. It's looking like it. But that ain't. And them lines there are bothering me. That's the one that's bothering me the most. And it's this dot here. It's also that dot. There's some of these here I have to get them properly identified. But that one and that was bothering me. Very stiff-like. And when I do my zoom-ins in on it, I'm telling you, we got a problem going on. A big, big problem. And if we don't start spraying the skies with this crap here that shows up day in, day out, every day, all the time, never stops. Never stops. It's always falling out on us. I'm trying to get this to low. We'll be lucky. And there's nowhere in the world I can zoom in on that. See geoengineering. It takes a moment to load this. Maybe it'll be faster if I close them. There's a terrible totals come. I promised I wasn't going to do this. Yeah, but well, I can't help myself. Last full family picture of all of us This is what we've done to our world. I'm hearing rumors that they banned chemtrails in Florida. So let's look. I don't think so. I think we should report this to Operation Skywatch, because that is what I'm watching in our skies. This is what's growing in a petri dish here within 1 week. I'm not done with it yet. Look at this. Look at the EMF. This is Florida. This is where you say that they ended chemtrails. And I call bullshit. I say no. I say that's wrong. I say that my mouse is cut of shit ain't working right. And I got it all the way up through Alabama. I got it going into Georgia. I got it going into Tennessee. It looks like they're setting the United States up East Coast for another big batch. And this is my mountains of North Carolina coming up here, if I can get it to zoom down. This is North Carolina right here. If my hand ain't working right, folks, this is hard to do with a test on. Okay, let's do this. This is North Carolina here. This is where the mountains were. This is where the floods were. This is where all this happened. Look at the chemtrails. Look at the chemtrails over my beautiful Smoky Mountains. Look at what came across the Atlantic Ocean. Look what came at us. Look, look, look. Okay, something's growing. Make some agar dishes. Let's see what's in the wind. Find out. We could do this together, okay? Because you got some terrible totals coming, and together is the answer. No more, no more are we the system's whore, and if we keep arguing with each other, we're going to get nowhere. Repeat my experiment, because this has got to stop. It must. Oh, disgusting bastards.